This is the reading for Aquarius for the second week of June. Today we'll do a love reading, and my intention is to do every second week of each month a love reading. So it's going to shuffle these a little bit more. I've already shuffled both decks. Let's do a little bit more here. So this is for Aquarius. This is a love reading. Okay. So it looks like right now the situation is of no communication, even though someone really needs to express whatever they're feeling. It almost looks like someone needs to end something. I'm not talking about ending a relationship, it could be, but there is something that needs to be communicated. I think when you guys started going out, there was a lot of planning, a lot of things you guys wanted to do, but I think you guys didn't want the same things. But because you guys were so excited about each other, you just made it happen. And but now that you've been together for some time, the reality sinking in that you guys might not be at the same page as you thought you were. And it's so hard when we are trying to communicate that specific thing, which might hurt someone that we like. It doesn't mean you guys don't like each other, but there's definitely lack of communication. And be careful, because sometimes you might resent that person down the line and vice versa. It's almost like when you got together, you were trying to become someone else so that person could be interested in you. We always do that, right? Like all of us. No one is innocent in this, because we like someone and we want them to like us. So we'll just put our best self forward, and it might not be our true self all the time. And I feel like now you guys are trying to, or you guys are actually figuring out that you might not be as compatible. Let's get one more card here. These cards keep coming out, so I'm just gonna put it here. Yeah, like I think someone is not feeling like they have enough space. But at the same time, there was a lot of passivity because, again, you like each other. This time, like it's happening to so many people, we had all this time to like realize things about our lives, and the time of the lockdown and so on, realizing what we really want from our life, from the people in our lives. And I think now that it's coming to a closure, hopefully this whole period of the lockdown and all of that, I think people are trying to reorganize their lives. Yeah, there is definitely, you need to talk. I don't think you guys are on the same page, and I don't think there is any cheating going on, anything like that. It's just super straightforward. You are not on the same page. You need to communicate that. And I think you should just be as straightforward as possible and objective as possible, not make this any traumatic, situation. And I am assuming the other person is feeling the same. So I think this is going to be a smooth transition. Again, it might not be, a real breakup. It might just be like some time off, some time to like re-engage with yourself and realize, it's in your hands. Like you can change that. If you are feeling this uncomfortable, if you are feeling like you are in a prison, it's literally, look, all the cards are coming out are saying exactly that. You have to make a decision. You have to step out of your comfort zone and face it and just say it. Hey, I don't think I'm on the same page as you are, and let's just see how it feels when, we don't talk to each other as often, and we'll see what happens. The probable outcome is that you guys are going to part ways, but I believe there is friendship. I believe there is that you care about each other, but it doesn't look like this is a long lasting excuse me, long lasting situation. And be very careful to not be stagnant in that feeling, that situation, because time is just gonna pass by and you're just gonna be in that, stuck in that moment because you're being passive. You don't want to hurt someone, but you're just hurting yourself. I really think you should sit down, have a conversation. Don't be hesitant about, don't limit your words or your intentions when you're expressing yourself, because you're afraid that person is going to get hurt. And if that person is going to get hurt, it's okay, it will pass. But the chances are that that person is feeling exactly the same are really great. So you have to do it first for yourself, and then, because if you don't, you're just closing doors of opportunity for yourself. Like you're not allowing the right person to come in. You're not allowing for all these other things that you want to experience to come in. You have to let that go, or you just have to express that feeling and see what that person has to say. Maybe you're gonna have a great conversation, and then both of you will be like, oh my God, I was feeling or thinking exactly the same thing. And then maybe something else is gonna happen. But by the looks of it, it looks like you are putting yourself in that box. You see no way out because you don't want to hurt someone, and you don't know what's out there, so that frightens you a bit. But if you don't do anything, you're just gonna stay in the same situation. But you need to speak up. You need to say, hey, I need to stay by myself for a while. Yeah, you guys are definitely moving on to a different experience, a different feeling, and it's okay. So yeah, you have to let go. You have to move on. You have to listen to what your intuition is telling you now. And it's telling you, you need to pay attention to these feelings. You can't be quiet. You have to speak up. You have to say what you're feeling. And it does look like there will be the end of something. So it might be a breakup. It might be just taking some time off, or it might be just rediscovering each other, in a new way. And but yeah, the outcome is the separation, and I think it's a good thing, as long as everybody's being honest and not intentionally hurting anybody. And I don't think you're gonna hurt this person, or this person is gonna hurt you when the moment of communication comes. It will be okay. But a transformation, a moving on, you have to make that decision to allow that moving on or transformation to happen. All right, Aquarius, I hope this was inspiring. If you like what I do, please like the video and subscribe. This is a new channel. I'd love your support. Thank you so much, and I will see you next week.